Welcome back. Today in our Sunday Spotlight, a store packed with things that kids love and the people shopping don't pay a penny. Take a look at the Olive Branch, which came to be thanks to a woman named Jackie Ford. Jackie Ford is joining us in Studio A today to tell us all about it. A shop where people don't pay. This sounds like a really lousy business model, Jackie. So tell us about the Olive Branch. And first, I guess, tell us about yourself. So you work for DCF.
I do.
And you have for a while?
Yes, for 31 years.
And community outreach is part of your job there. Tell us how the Olive Branch came to be.
Sure. So 2 years ago, I had been receiving many calls from people in the community wanting to give donations to the children and families we serve. And I thought, how nice would it be if we could have a central place where we can gather all of the donations and invite our families in to shop for their own children rather than leave, have the social worker bring a bag of toys or goods to their home. So I made a call to a storefront that had several vacancies, and I asked if they'd be willing to let me have a holiday pop-up shop. And they said yes. In that brief phone call that we had, which was a little overwhelming, I had 9 days to pull it together, and that was 2 years ago. And then we started to gather all of the holiday toys and handmade items, and everything is new. And we invite families in to shop, to choose what they know that their children will love, whether it's a color or something they love to play with. They get to wrap their gifts before they leave, and then leave the store with dignity, like they had a hand in creating that holiday joy.
And when you look at that idea, like you say, leaving with dignity, we've all maybe seen Toys for Tots or some other wonderful programs that do great things, but this is an opportunity for that parent or that guardian or somebody to come in and say, no, this is the toy that my child would like, and have a hand in picking it out. And does that matter to them?
It does, because not only will it get good use because they know their child is going to enjoy that, but they get to pick it out. They get to wander around the store and really pick things with good intention, that they know that their children, maybe they wished for it, and now they have it in the store and they can bring that home. Sometimes we have brand new bikes and dolls and trucks and all sorts of things.
Now, I know this year you moved to a new location. You're in South Glastonbury now. And people actually make an appointment when they want to come in and shop. Is that how it works?
Yes. So it's become so much more than just a shopping experience. When our families are at our store, they meet other people, and some have developed friendships and found mentors. So I'm open all year long now. Before it was just a holiday experience. Now it's all year long. Families can come and they can buy birthday presents or presents just because, or even an opportunity for milestones, religious milestones. They can come and get a toy. And we even have birthday bags that have a cake mix and frosting that they can make a cake for their child.
And it might be something, somebody watching us on this Sunday morning might not even think of the significance of it. But for somebody, a family in a tough spot or a child in a tough spot, something like having their own birthday cake and having some gifts that were picked out, what's your experience? Can you just anecdotally tell us? I mean, that must be a big deal.
It is a big deal. It's a big deal for the parents. The children are going to be getting the gift, and sometimes they don't know who brought them that gift. But the parents being able to choose something themselves gives them such a sense of dignity, but that it's something that they did themselves. So the stories have been wonderful that we've heard, and they're so gracious and they're so thankful. And our role is really to help them become self-sufficient. And our mission at DCF is to keep families together whenever we can. So parents being able to have this little extra help makes a big difference.
Is there some part of this, and your job, we said at the beginning, is community outreach, and I think if you just went and grabbed random people and asked about DCF, you might not get very favorable responses, people being scared of any interaction or scared of having a caseworker. I saw a quote, DCF in their newsletter wrote about the Olive Branch a couple years ago, and a mom said she walked in ashamed to have a DCF case and walked out glad she does. Is that a typical type response? Because that's pretty remarkable.
It is, and that story is so tender to me. This was a mom who had come in and she was very ashamed because she said, if I'm here, it means I have an open DCF case. And we assured her that she's so brave to come because it was so uncomfortable. But she shopped, and then as she was leaving, she shared with us why she had an open case. And it was because she had a special needs child who she was homeschooling. She felt he was being bullied. And so she decided to homeschool him. The school had a concern. And the volunteer that day in my shop was a community resident. And she held her hand and she said, I want to represent you pro bono. I'm an attorney for special needs children, and I want to help you. So that's why the stores become more than just a shopping experience. And the gratitude that they feel for being there has been, amazing. And it's a privilege to be on your show and to talk about DCF, to change the lens in how people see us and to dispel those myths and misconceptions.
You talked about part of why this came about is because of the generosity of people, of businesses who want to help out. And is that still one of the drivers, is that people have things they want to give to someone who needs it?
They do. And not everyone can help in other ways. So this is a way they feel they can help. So they're very, very generous in either hosting drives for us and then bringing the toys and gifts by, or just as a family stopping by and donating toys or books. Everything is brand new, so the family knows that they're getting something quality for the holidays.
I know we're going to post, because your email is the best way for people to reach you.
Yes.
I'll post it on my Facebook page. People can find it on the link to this story on WFSB.com as well. You mentioned bikes, and I saw it in some of the write-ups. Is that the holy grail of the Olive Branch? If you can give a kid a bike, like if there was one magical thing that someone could donate to you, what would it be?
Yeah, really it's anything, because we're birth to 18. So our teenagers, they're a little bit more difficult to buy for, so the earbuds and the technology is what they love. But really anything is accepted.
All right, and you're open year-round now?
I am.
And we have like 30 seconds left. Just tell us about the name, the Olive Branch, and how it came to be.
Yeah, so the Olive Branch is just to extend, goodwill and homage, and that's really what we're doing. We're just giving our families the resources to help make things a little less burdensome.
Well, I made a joke at the beginning it was a bad business plan. It sounds like a pretty good business plan to me when you hear about it. Families really appreciating, and this being the time of year that certainly people will be happy to help. So hopefully people reach out to you, they have some donations, and those people keep coming in, shopping and not paying and really enjoying it.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, Jacqueline Ford from DCF, thanks for being with us. That is CT23 for this week. CBS Sunday Morning is coming up next. Have a great rest of your weekend. And before you see us, happy Thanksgiving as well. We'll meet you back here in Studio A next Sunday morning.